I really hope that we can take moments throughout the year to honor the lessons that we have learned from those parental units, whether they were chosen or gifted to us through blood. We are currently right in between the two holidays that are directed at honoring and celebrating the parental units that have raised us, loved us, taught us the best they knew how, with the tools that they had learned and achieved throughout their lives. They're the people that you grew up with, or they're the people that you adopted as your own parental guides. And this musing is dedicated to their gifts. This is more about what we learned from them and the growth that we received than it is about gender or blood relations of the parent guides. It's a question of, what are you really grateful for? What lessons did you learn that were seriously difficult, and yet you continually return to them time and time again, and you have gratitude for the experience, and you have gratitude for the knowledge and the beauty that comes from learning that lesson. So I will share with you mine. My first one is my mom, and the lesson of weathering the ups and downs and then learning how to embrace the moment and fill your own cup, I think, is a paramount lesson that every single one of us needs to learn how to embrace. My mom, when I was 8 years old, found herself a single parent of 5 kids. Yes, 5 kids. And it was traumatic. It was overwhelming. It was unbelievably difficult. And yet my mom had a best friend that lived across the street, and she would find time to go out with her friend and just be rowdy. Their adventures would border on inappropriate, and yet it was laughing hard and coming home feeling so much better and regenerated, revived, and okay to continue trudging through all of the crap that they were trudging through. She taught me the value of having a really close friend. She taught me the value of having someone trusted that you can go out and do things with. And I absolutely believe that this was the beginning of my understanding of the importance of taking time out for yourself. Self-care is how you're going to get through from one point to another. There's no way that I would have fully understood self-care if I hadn't looked at what my mom was giving to herself. That's how she made it. That's how she survived. So I thank my mom for teaching me how important self-care is and how important it is to build fabulous, trusting, strong friendships. Then we have my dad. My dad taught me the value of hard work and building community. From scraping and painting apartments to laying sod, fixing sprinklers, there was no end to the amount of work to be done. We worked hard and we played hard. The thing was that most often the work that we did was in service to other people around us. It was more about the gift of how it could help somebody else's life be better than it was about the income that we could receive from that. So people learned that we were very genuine, very sincere, very unconditional. We just want to help and serve and work. It's beautiful. A hard lesson to learn when you're a kid because you just want to go play, but there's still more work to do. And yet, seeing those connections, seeing how community would come together and seeing how we would work with community was really inspiring and a gift. And I'm sure that that's where I get such a deep desire to help all the people that come across my path, to the point where sometimes I have to remind myself that I don't have to help everyone. I can pull back and take care of myself a little bit. There's another person that I really want to bring out, and that is my honorary mom. In high school, my best friend's mom was absolutely She's that person that you are unbelievably grateful that they are in your lives, and you are unbelievably grateful that they helped you through whatever it was that was there. Now, both of her parents were present, and yet her mom was the one that hit me the most because, man, she taught me how to accept someone exactly how they are and where they are. I was an emotional, challenged, hormonal teenager. I was absolutely a mess, and I hated life. Her mom was the soothing balm that just said, "It's okay. You're okay." She was that positive female influence that I so desperately needed at that time. And because she was present, because she was willing to give me that gift, I made it through very difficult moments. And I was ever so grateful. And I still to this day am ever so grateful for her and the gift that she gave me. And I'm sure that that's where I get my "I accept you exactly where you're at. Doesn't matter. We've all been through shit, and that's okay." I really hope that we can take moments throughout the year to honor the lessons that we have learned from those parental units, whether they were chosen or gifted to us through blood, that they gave us beautiful lessons that help us through life and help us be amazing, beautiful, powerful beings. So, taking a moment and recognizing those gifts and sending a little gratitude out for that throughout the year can only bring us more benefit, more positive, more joy, and growth. Take a moment, look at what you've learned, look at what you're grateful for, and whether they're here on earth or they're living in a different ethereal plane, I encourage you to give a hug. Virtual, literal, through an email, through a phone call. Touch those people who have touched your life in such a beautiful way.